talk about 5G. Excited? I got your back. So ever since 5G became the sensation, we all get too worked up just to know a bit of its details. So the basics say that fifth generation technology, which is a wireless technology, is the standard broadband cellular networks. The basic perks that we all are going to get through this technology is obviously the first one, which is speed. It's going to be around multi-Gbps, then the low latency, and the network capacity, like amazing network capacity. Now the countries which has implemented 5G in its areas are North America, then East Asia, Europe, and also South Korea was the first country to get 5G deployed in its nation. Also, China is on top with 341 cities where 5G has already been launched. Now let's know about the perks in a bit detail. Like the first one is always, speed. The speed is going to be in multi-Gbps. It could be around 20 Gbps, like up to 20 Gbps, and the average being 50 Mbps. Okay, so can you imagine how fast it's going to be? Like all your favorite movies and content, it would be just downloaded in just a couple of seconds. Just a click, and it would be there for you to watch all your favorite content. The latency is going to be ultra low, so all your favorite content you can just watch it like without any lag. There would be no buffering screens or loading screens when you click on a website or a video for it to load. Like just a click and it would pop up with its content. There would be no like latency would be significantly less as compared to in 4G. The second perk here is network capacity. Let me explain you with a simple example. Have you ever experienced a situation when you have full network on your device, and what happens, it shows the bars, it has network, but you cannot connect to call or exchange data, like you couldn't send or receive data. Has it ever happened to you? Well, if it has been to you, then it's actually because the tower has reached its network capacity. So with 5G, the network capacity would be a lot more, and hence this problem would be resolved significantly. And now the third one is the tower size. Now usually now we have big towers, right? But when the 5G would come, the towers would be really small, and the size would be significantly small, and it would be occupying less space. Okay, now with this thing, the third benefit would be the gaming experience. Like now with this high speed data and all, the gaming experience would increase and boost a lot. Like all your cloud games, your hefty games, you could play them easily without any problem, because you would have sufficient amount of data. So there would be no problem, and the user experience would skyrocket. Now the next perk is the beam formation technique. Normally the towers just scatter the data in all the directions, but in 5G it's gonna make a beam just to reach the device. For example, this is the tower and this is your device. Now it would not scatter the data all in all the direction. It just has to send data here, right? So it would focus the data in the form of a beam, and the data would reach to your device. So it would actually be very efficient and significantly faster. Now comes the IoT. Now with this 5G technology, IoT would actually get a great boost. All the smart home devices and such things would be really easy to operate, because we would have enough data and the data speed. And also the most important part is that self-driving cars would get a lot of benefit from it, because they have to do the real-time communication. So with this high-speed data, it would be a lot easier for them to communicate, and hence the things would be a lot better. So overall, just to sum it up, the reliability on this data speed is going to be very high. And now this all seems so amazing and fascinating, right? But with the perks, there comes the downsides too. So 5G also has some of its own downsides. So the first one is that the range is going to be comparatively lower, because 5G uses higher frequency than 4G and other previous data networks. So because it has higher frequency, the range is going to be significantly shorter. So we would need a lot of towers for some area. Like earlier there used to be one tower for a couple of villages. Now we would need one tower or one network per couple of buildings. So the amount of towers would actually increase by a great amount. So hence when the amount would increase, there would be difficulty in operating and maintaining them, right? So it would make it harder for the network operators to just maintain all the data, the networks, because there would be a lot of them. Like it would be a lot higher than now they are. So it's gonna be difficult. Now the second thing is that the privacy. Privacy would actually be lost because these network, the 5G would be using beam formation, right? So for that, it just directly would locate your device and send the data in the form of a beam. So to know your location, it would know the X and the Y and the Z coordinates in space. So to sum it up, it would actually know your location. So obviously the privacy would be lost. Exact location of your device would be known to the operators at all times, and also your device details would be with them at all times. So yeah, privacy is going to be lost. Now the next one is that this upgrade is going to require a lot of change in the infrastructure. This would demand a brand new infrastructure. So all the companies would have to make new infrastructure. So there would be a lot of installation costs. And they would also have to make everything new, like new infrastructures, new policies, new data plans, then everything would be new. So there would be some cost of it. They'll have to adapt to the change. So they would have to sock up and do a lot of work. So yeah, these are the downsides of 5G. So okay, you people please comment down below and tell me if you are excited about 5G or not, and what are other benefits or downsides you have observed or searched about. You can just drop your thoughts down in the comment below. Thank you.